Then, when he had bankruptcy issues, he lowered it to $8.5 million. House that only millionaires can afford, but surely there is some reason for the house not to be sold. And there is. Mainly, it's big. Like, really big. Like, so big that it's a green screen room and a recording studio. So if you were interested, you'd have to be the kind of person who would want said things. And that kind of restricts the pool of people. Plus, it's 21 bedrooms in a single mansion. That's kind of, elaborate to say the least. Looks like 50 Cent won't make a dime on this one. Get it? Because never mind, move on. Number 9, Golden Gate Glamour. In San Francisco, there are many homes, and just about all of them are expensive, which is why the city is one of the hardest places to live in and stay in. But for one mansion, they push this stereotype over the top, because this mansion is priced at about $30 million. And that's a lot of change for a single house. Sure, the house is elegant enough. It's 16,000 square feet, 7 bedrooms, 11 bathrooms with lots of amenities. But unless you're a person who needs this kind of house for a specific reason, you can find a better way to spend $30 million. Number 8, Steve Cohen's mansion. Before we talk about this elaborate mansion, take a moment to like this video and join the Zero to Hero community by using the buttons below. Speaking of way too expensive, let's talk about Steve Cohen, who for some reason can't find a buyer for his Skyward mansion in Manhattan. Technically, it's a penthouse duplex of sorts, but yeah, it's a mansion. It certainly has the size of a mansion and the price. $57.5 million. And that's after several price reductions. He once wanted 9 figures for the mansion. The main problem with this one, though, isn't price or even space. It's location. This is a mansion that has you viewing all of New York in all of its glory from the peak of the sky. And that's not for everyone. Plus, while the place is spacious, it was kind of built for Cohen's taste, which is why he has an art gallery. All he really needs is someone like him to buy it. And good luck with that. Number 7, the Stone Sanctuary. Price is a big issue when it comes to buying a house, but another is looks. So for this mansion in Alpine, New Jersey, it's kind of a big warning. Not that it's bad, but it's very distinct. The property is actually owned by the Frick family, who are wealthy because of their steel business. But the house itself is made of stone in such a way that it kind of looks like an ancient castle. Not to mention that the layout of the mansion isn't one that is standard in most people's eyes. Sure, it's got a pool and a tennis court and a massive garage. But if you're looking for a more simple kind of mansion, and yes, mansions can be simple, this isn't the one you want. Plus, the family nice to have as well be there. Number 6, Alonzo de Amor. Beverly Hills, that's where I want to be. Except for the fact that this infamous mansion called Palazzo de Amor has been taken on and off the listings chart because it's way too expensive, even for someone who lives in Beverly Hills. How much do they want? Well, $129 million. Exactly. Let's move on. Number 5, Michael Jordan's mansion. Okay, I'll admit it. I'm amazed that someone decided to buy the mansion of Michael Jordan. The greatest basketball player of all time? Quiet LeBron fans. I'm talking about the original 3 here. To be fair, it honestly makes a little sense that people wouldn't want the home. First off, it was built to Jordan's liking, complete with gates at the front that have 23 on them. It also has a workout room, a home theater, and more. Plus, because it's in Chicago, you're gonna have to have a reason to be in Chicago, which not everyone has. Some people even avoid Chicago because of its crazy traffic, and I can't blame them for not wanting to be close to that. Number 4, the Lewis Mansion. Here is a mansion that has all the makings of a good home. It's well crafted, it has much historical significance, it's in a good neighborhood, and even is on a street called Pleasant Avenue. So if you're looking to buy this mansion in Bayside, Long Island, you're going to get a heck of a deal. The mansion is only $10, which is part of the reason no one is buying it, because they suspect foul play, like a haunting or something of the like. To be honest, it's not haunted, but it is cursed by a land deal. You see, the house used to be owned by a famous athlete turned FBI agent Mansion, Aubrey Lewis. When he had passed, the county bought the house so that they could do some expansion by tearing it down and making 8 new houses in the area. But a historical society stepped in and made them promise not to destroy the house. They agreed to the terms, wherein lies the problem. Because that deal was made, another deal was made for the land. So whoever truly owns the house is required to move the whole house off the property because they technically don't own it. If you're curious, moving a house of that size, not easy, or cheap, nor is buying a plot of land that would be able to fit it. So thus, no one wants it. Number 3, S.K. Pierce Mansion. If we're really going to boil it down here, there are a few concrete reasons for a mansion not to be bought. 1, it's not the buyer's style. 2, the price is too much. 3, there's something about the house that isn't worth the risk in buying it. And 4, it's haunted. For the S.K. Pierce Mansion, it's the latter option that keeps it from being bought. The house itself can be found in Massachusetts, and its price is only $329,000. You might think this is expensive for a mansion, but given that it's got 10 plus rooms, 3 bathrooms, and more, it's actually dirt cheap for a mansion. But because it's considered one of the most haunted places in New England, it's not listed as a desirable place to live. Why is it haunted? Well, it may have to do with the fact that since 1875, when the mansion was built, 7 people lost their lives in the house, including a few confirmed murders. That's a good deterrent. But just as good is that the apparent spirits of these people are said to roam the halls and rooms of this mansion. So much so, in fact, that people have said to have seen fallen servants, children, and more roaming through the place even though no one lives there. This place is so haunted that it's even been featured in many paranormal TV shows. Number 2, the $1 house. To be fair, this technically isn't a mansion, it's just a regular house. However, when it comes to this house, its history and current state make it so that no one will likely ever want it. The house itself can be found in Hercules near San Francisco, California. The house was originally bought by the county for a simple $1, no strings attached. It was their original intention to fix up the house for a bit and then use it as a visitor center of sorts for their city. A very noble idea. But as many things sometimes do, it didn't end that way, but the city realized it couldn't do what it wanted to do with the house, so they put it back on the market. From a certain angle, this would appear to be the deal of a lifetime. A $1 home? Perfect, right? Well, not from the front view of the house, where you'll clearly see that someone split the house in half. Like, completely, and utterly. Confused? Well, this was the city's doing. They had started the renovations but couldn't finish them, and splitting the house in half was part of their renovations. Thus, if you were to buy this house, you'd have to fix it yourself somehow. This is likely why the house is still for sale, and also why it won't be fixed up anytime soon if past history is to be judged.
Have Melody help you up, please.
Be sure to check
Go.
out the home
It's your brother.
Number 1, Winchester Mansion. Let me tell you a story.
Thank you.
It's about a man named Winchester. Well, his last name was Winchester, that is. His first name was William, and he was the creator of one of the most legendary rifles in the history of the world, the Winchester rifle. This was the gun that helped tame the Wild West and helped to bring in a new age of rifle that could be felt in impact for generations to come. Now, let me tell you about William's wife, Sarah, who felt a much different emotion with the guns that her husband was selling. You see, she was told by a fortune teller that the guns that her husband was making and getting a fortune from wounded her, mainly by her being haunted by the spirits of the people that lost their lives. Afraid for her life, Sarah decided to build an overly elaborate mansion, one that would have thousands of windows, doors, and hundreds of rooms, all with the purpose of keeping her away from the spirits that were haunting her. This house was built for many years, and Sarah passed away soon after it was completed. Technically, the house is currently owned by someone, but not to live in. Rather, it's used as a tourist destination so that people can see firsthand how far Sarah went to keep her location a secret from the ghosts. Some actually feel it's still haunted by those spirits. What do you think about these mansions? Are there any that you're planning to buy? Let us know in the comments below, and take care.
Considering that actors earn hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars from appearing in movies and TV shows, we assume the people we see on the big screen are making it. However,
John, can you come hold this and go, let me go release one? Can you come and hold this so I can release one?
Drake Bell has been on screen so long you think he would be rich by now, but his filed
I don't know if it's gonna be any left for me.
$580
This is live.
in debt. Even his house ended up being foreclosed on. Bell claims he's currently making about $2,820 per month, but has monthly expenses totaling $18,771. DMX.
Why'd you wait till the last minute?
Best known as rapper
Because I have to keep this
DMX. In
video going forward. That
2017,
will
he
go
pled
on.
not guilty to tax fraud, with officials alleging that he owes $1.7 million in back taxes. He's declared bankruptcy 3 separate times and has been jailed for failing to pay child
I didn't know.
support
I didn't see him.
to 15 children. Bow Wow.
Can you? I need somebody to hold this.
Shaq Gregory Moss to Lil Bow Wow to just Bow
Okay,
Wow.
thank you.
He's been called out
That's
online
my
for
Uncle
posting
Owen, so
photos of cars
thank
and
you.
cash that it turned out didn't belong to him. During his career, Bow Wow has had $420,000 worth of cars repossessed and claims that he is now making only $4,000 per month, and $3,000 of that goes straight to child support. Alyssa Milano. Actress Alyssa Milano has made a series of bad investments and has neglected to pay many outstanding bills. This has
thank you,
left
ma'am.
her
Thank you.
millions
You're
of
welcome.
dollars in debt, but she claims the truly financially irresponsible person here is her business manager, Kenneth Helly. Milano has filed a lawsuit against Helly using what little money she has left in her account. Tori
go ahead.
Spelling. Tori Spelling and her husband Dean McDermott are struggling with a massive pile of credit card debt. McDermott owes thousands in back child support, and the pair have accumulated 6 figures of credit card debt and back taxes that could result in jail time if not paid. 50 Cent. 50 Cent has been in the top 10 of wealthiest rappers for years before losing it all. In 2015, he filed for bankruptcy after owing $36 million while having less than $20 million in assets. He's recently paid off $22 million in debts, but still has a long way to go. Kanye West. 50 Cent's $36 million in debt pales in comparison to Kanye West's $50 million debt. It's a result of irresponsible spending and putting his profitable musical career on hold to sink millions into his unsuccessful fashion lines. Johnny Depp. Courts are trying to decide whether actor Johnny Depp's $40 million debt is a result of lavish spending as alleged by his former managers or incompetence on the part of said managers, as Depp claims. Although he's had to sell his yacht and various properties, he steadfastly refuses to sell his private jet. Nicolas Cage. It's easy to see where Nicolas Cage spent his fortune. It's just strange. He spent huge sums of money on shrunken heads, dinosaur bones, and comic books. There have been lawsuits regarding unpaid taxes and loans, and nowadays Cage will take any role he can get to work off his massive debt. Ja Rule. Ja Rule once claimed that his Fire Festival was going to be a life-changing event. It certainly was, but not in the way it had hoped. Not only did he rack up $7 million in debt for the disastrous festival, but he was also charged with defrauding investors, a suit that could see him lose $100 million. Lindsay Lohan. The problems of Lindsay Lohan always seem to play out in the public eye, but she tried her best to hide her financial ones. She owes about $600,000 in credit card debt, $300,000 to the IRS, and $100,000 in back rent. Some believe it's only a matter of time before she declares bankruptcy as a result of her mounting debt. Tyga. He's known for his excessive spending, but less known for his crippling debt. Tyga has had his car repossessed more than once. He owes over $280,000 for unpaid jewelry, $186,275 in back rent, and he may just have a few lawsuits for additional rent and child support coming his way. Brendan Fraser. Brendan Fraser has starred in many movies and has developed some expensive habits. He struggles to make his $900,000 per year alimony and child support payments. Right now, he is losing about $87,000 per month. He pays $112,000 on professional expenses, $5,200 on gardening, and $3,000 on staff each month. Aaron Carter. Despite declaring bankruptcy in 2013, Aaron Carter has always insisted that he's not actually broke. He alleged that his parents mishandled his money and made a lot of financial mistakes that placed the family deeply in debt. Soon after the bankruptcy was filed, he admitted that he was already over $100,000 in debt. Mike Tyson. Although he's just now starting to rebuild his fortune, the amount that Mike Tyson has squandered is staggering. After amassing about $300 million at the peak of his career, he eventually declared bankruptcy due to his admittedly excessive spending. Years later, he has a net worth of a mere $3 million. Hopefully, these riches to rags stories have inspired you to be a bit more frugal with your own spending. But of course, the best things in life are always free, including videos from the richest. Be sure to like this video and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
One God, now and forever.
Not all the world's richest live in Silicon Valley. Some reside in their own dens around the world. We are talking about insanely rich criminals whose net worth will make some of our annuals look like peanuts. Drug trade, real estate scams, money laundering, illegal weaponry, and other unfathomable notoriety. These are people who found out through their own exploits that the good way is not the only way to shoot to the top. Yes, crime does pay up sometimes, but how much and for how long? We find out in this top trending list of the richest criminals of all time. Number 1, Al Capone, $100 million a year. If the name doesn't ring a bell, Al Capone was nicknamed Scarface. The gangster of barrels rose to undiluted financial stardom during the Prohibition era. Born to Italian parents in Brooklyn, New York, Capone built his empire in Chicago, Illinois. He and his organization, the Chicago Outfit, supplied bootlegged alcohol to almost every state in the United States at a time when the transport and sale of alcohol was illegal in the country. Capone's business model solidified as his product market fit found takers all around. At his peak in the late 1920s, Capone raked in roughly $100 million every year, which is almost equal to $1 billion today. Capone's crime story began when he moved to Chicago and became the bodyguard for Johnny Torrio, who was heading the illegal alcohol supply market at that time.
Rest
After an
eternal
in-depth
grant to
experience in a street
Neville,
war
Lord,
between rival gangs,
and let light
Torrio
perpetual
retired.
shine upon
Capone took
him.
control of the business.
The God of
Overambitious
peace who
as he
brought
was,
again from the
Capone
dead
used
our Lord
extremely
Jesus
violent
Christ,
methods for business
the
expansion.
great shepherd of
He
the
even
sheep,
managed to maintain a larger-than-life
through the blood of
philanthropic figure in the
everlasting
public,
covenant.
with generous donations
Make
and
you
cigar-chopping
perfect
public
in
appearances
every
at
good
ball
work
games.
to do his
But the
will,
brutally violent death of
working
7
in you
rival gang
that
members
which is
became
well
Capone's
pleasing in his
undoing.
sight,
Immediately
through
after
Jesus
that,
Christ,
almost
to
every
whom be
important
glory
person in the state
forever and
wanted to
ever.
see him in jail.
Amen.
He was booked for tax evasion by
Go
the
from
federal
this world,
authorities,
my friend,
and after subsequent
with
trials in
God's
courts,
blessing in the name of the
handed
Father,
an
and
11-year
the Son,
sentence.
and the Holy
Capone
Spirit.
suffered a stroke in January 25th, 1947, and died of cardiac arrest the
Hallelujah,
same
Christ
day.
is risen.
Here's some cool news. Tom Hardy is playing Al Capone in the upcoming movie
Let us go
Fonzo.
forth in the name of Christ.
Number 2, Susumu Ishii, $4 billion in global assets. Meet the Japanese Yakuza Don, who insisted words do more damage than bullets. Susumu Ishii was a Japanese Navy fighter pilot who was a part of the suicide kamikaze torpedo unit during World War II. He made it through the war and rose in ranks to become the second godfather of the Inigawa Kai gang. Just like his stint at the torpedo unit, Ishii pulled off miracles here too. In the 1980s, his net worth rocketed up to $4 billion, which he primarily raised through loans, international investments, and real estate scams. Ishii was not your regular gangster firing and killing at will. In fact, he avoided violence to the largest extent. He inspired the Japanese Yakuza to not resort to violence, as long as there was room for talk. He learned much of his self-control when he was in prison between 1978 and 1984, after conviction in a gambling scam. Shortly after his release, he bought, well, rather transferred to himself, the ownership of a luxurious golf club. Japan's High and Mighty queued up for membership at the golf club to the tune of $200,000 each. Ishii's wallet was just about warming up. After the jumpstart in Japan, the Yakuza Godfather went global. He invested in Korea, Hong Kong, Monaco, and the United States, and note connections so dense that at one time his group was professionally advised by George H.W. Bush's brother, Prescott Bush. After attaining such global influence, violence crept back into the Yakuza ranks. Pay off or shut down became their standard way of dealing with just about anything. In the late 80s, Ishii lost most of his money when the bubble economy burst. He died on September 3rd, 1991. The funeral was attended by over 6,000 people. Number 3, Leona Helmsley, $8 that identified and defined Leona Helmsley, aka the Queen of Mean. Maybe the same conviction also landed her a jail term of 11 years. But Helmsley used her influences to bottle the sentence down to 19 months nonetheless. It was estimated that in the late 1980s, Leona and her husband accumulated as much as $2 million, largely through New York's real estate scene. At their peak, the couple owned properties like the Flatiron Building and the Empire State Building. U.S. Attorney and New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani indicted the Helmleys and a couple of their close associates on tax evasion charges in 1988. There is word that they were also charged with extortion. Giuliani asserted that the couple had used their real estate money and influence to buy luxuries like a $1 million marble dance floor and a silver dog worth $45,000 for their Connecticut home. Yes, you heard that bit right. A $1 million marble dance floor. When Leona met real estate entrepreneur Harry Helmsley in 1968, she was working as a real estate broker. A couple of years later, she was the vice president of Harry's firm, Brown Harris Stevens. She was already a millionaire by that time. Harry divorced his wife of 33 years and got married to Leona in 1972. Leona Helmsley died on August 20th, 2007, with a net worth of $8 billion. Number 4. Carlos Enrique Ledare Rivas, $2.7 billion. A drug lord controlling an island, a small army of men and dogs, a fleet of airplanes, and an incredible sense of vengeance against a whole nation. Carlos Ledare's story looks straight out of a Colombian movie, if they make movies of that kind there. Unlike some criminals on the list, Colombian gangster and drug lord Carlos Enrique Ledare Rivas is still around, but thankfully nowhere near you. He is serving a lifetime plus 135-year sentence in the United States. Among his most infamous achievements, he was the founder of the Medellin cartel, the conglomeration of drug barons from South America, who collectively controlled the supply of an estimated $60 million worth of illegal substances each day. Medellin cartel was so influential that another of its founders, Jose Gonzalo Rodriguez Gacha, was featured on the Forbes annual list of billionaires in 1988. Ledare was hell-bent on smuggling cocaine into the United States and left no check unsigned to do it. He even bought a private jet and an entire Bahamian island, Norman Cay, to create additional routes of smuggling. Ledare is said to have spent an estimated $4.5 million on the island alone. It included a yacht club, a marina, an airstrip, and almost 100 private homes. It was this island, Norman Cay, that later became Ledare's main drug smuggling hub. At the height of Norman Cay's functionality, Ledare earned a major part of his estimated net worth of $2.7 billion. It is said that he commanded a fleet of aircraft, and the 1,000-meter-long airstrip on the island was heavily manned by bodyguards, radars, and Doberman attack dogs. Number 5. Kun Sa, $5 billion. No government can prevent death and destruction when a band of 16-year-olds pick up arms and form a private militia. So before Afghanistan became the #1 opium producer in the world in the 21st century, the Golden Triangle in Southeast Asia, comprising of Laos, Thailand, and Myanmar, used to be the global den of opium supply. With titles like the Opium King and the Lord of the Golden Triangle attached to his resume, Kun Sa was the most feared name in Burma for a long time. Born as Zhang Kai-fu to a Chinese father and Shan mother, Kun Sa built his own army of militants and fought for the liberation of the Shan state in Thailand. But unlike other hot-headed rebels, Sa was smart enough not to throw everything away at war in the open field. While he first joined and later claimed independence from the separatist outfit Kuomintang, Sa also served in the nation's military when it suited him. In his 40s, Kun Sa invested heavily into opium supply and controlled around 45% of the New York's opium trade for a good 2 decades.
I didn't really want to,
During the
but
same
I
period, Sa had direct or indirect influence of over 70% of the opium production in the Golden Triangle. With an army of 20,000 men, better equipped than the Burmese military, and a U.S. bounty of $2 million on his head, the Opium King commanded a staggering net worth of $5 billion. It is reported that the Thai military once commissioned a 39-member unit of elite guerrilla rangers to secretly assassinate Sa. The attack did not just fail, Sa's personal secret service wiped out the entire elite unit of rangers. Number 6. The Ochoa Brothers, $6 billion. Seems like the Medellin replace the oil economy with clean energy. Jorge Luis Ochoa and his brothers Fabio and Juan David were among the founding members of the Medellin cartel, the same gang that produced Carlos Linares, Pablo Escobar, and Jose Gonzalo Rodriguez. Like almost every other drug and warlord, the Ochoa brothers came from a humble family of cattle breeders. The brothers ventured into drugs and started off as street peddlers, and then took the highway the moment the Medellin cartel swung into action. Their fortunes rose meteorically, and the three brothers controlled 30% of the cartel's cocaine business. The fate of the Ochoa brothers ran downhill just as swiftly as it had shot up, after Colombian President Belisario Betancourt declared that illegal drug traffickers will be extradited to the United States, with Carlos Linares topping the list. The Ochoa brothers fled to Panama, along with other members of the cartel. Jorge Ochoa is still alive, while Fabio was extradited and Juan was killed. There's never a sweet end to drugs. Number 7. Victor Bout, 6 billion. A former Soviet military translator with a terrible conscience, Victor Bout vaulted himself into fame and untold wealth when he used his multiple air transport companies to supply illegal weapons from the Soviet to Africa after the end of communism in Eastern Europe. And he didn't do it the discreet way. Bout's methods were so rash and violent that he was infamously nicknamed the Merchant of Death. At his peak, Bout had contacts around the globe, especially with countries that had strong trade ties to Africa. He was accused of extortion, money laundering, and even sabotage. All of this made him a fortune of $6 billion. But like all tales of easy honey, Bout was stung at the end. He was convicted in the United States for conspiring to kill U.S. officials and aiding the terrorist organization FARC. In 2012, Victor Bout was sentenced to 25 years in prison. In 2016, he dared President Trump to pardon him after taking office. Number 8. Dawood Ibrahim, 6.7 billion. Dawood Ibrahim is the one name everybody hates in India. Gangster, underworld don, arms smuggler, and real estate scammer Dawood Ibrahim was the mastermind behind the 1933 Mumbai serial bombings, a coordinated, first-of-its-kind series of 12 explosions in one day that left over 700 people injured and 257 dead. The world has never seen anything like this before, and the gangster has been on the run ever since. Dawood operated through his crime organization named D Company and sourced local resources and information from multiple smaller subsidiaries. After he quickly worked upon his real estate game in the Middle East. Briefly through his real estate ventures. As of now, Ibrahim has been declared an international terrorist by the United States, and there's a bounty of $25 million on his capture. And if you think you're up for the job, there's strong intel evidence from multiple global agencies that suggest the gangster lives in a heavily protected area in Karachi, Pakistan. Number 9. Pablo Escobar, 25 billion. Pablo Escobar is perhaps the only Colombian drug lord whose popularity outgrew that of the Medellin cartel. Escobar was born in a Colombian village and spent the early years of his childhood without electricity. As the head of the Medellin cartel, Escobar indulged in drug trafficking, smuggling, bombings, assassinations, murder, and racketeering. During Escobar's peak, the Medellin cartel smuggled 15 tons of cocaine every day. The snooping officials were bribed off with either money in their pockets or bullets in their heads. At the time of his death in 1993, Escobar had amassed a net worth of $30 billion. In 1989, Forbes magazine listed him as the 7th richest man in the world, with direct control of over 80% of the global cocaine market. Besides other things, Escobar was also known to be a loving family man. He reportedly literally burned cash to the tune of $1 million just so his daughter lord Amado Fuentes was a villain straight out of a Hollywood spy movie. He owned a fleet of 727 jets, eliminated anyone that looked or smelled suspicious, and used the Colombian Channel to launder money for his jets and drugs. He is reported to have caused thousands of deaths and was constantly on the run, being chased by United States and Mexican authorities. Fuentes was also known to have undergone multiple plastic surgeries to change his appearance. It was shortly after one of these surgeries in 1997 that he died from poor health. At the time of his death, his net worth was estimated to be $25 billion. While Amado Fuentes was not the only drug baron to own private planes, he was known as the Lord of the Skies for his overwhelming fleet of jets, which were exclusively used in the drug trade. That's about it, folks. The 10 richest criminals of all time. Lots of money, but no happy endings. Is there any other gunslinging Richie Rich that we missed out from including in the list? Let's hear about them in the comment section below.
Uncle Neville live forever.
Thank you for that one, Dave. Where's David at? Don't let him show you up like that, man. You better get up. You better get up. Dad, here we go. Come on, David. Come on, Dad. Come on, Dad.
Mommy, Maria's watching.
Oh my God, that's nice. He watching it? Maria watching it. And he's doing it for Maria.
My uncle will live on forever. That's all I say. I say Uncle Neville will live on forever in here.
I hear you.
I say he will live forever on the internet. This is for Uncle Owen, though. Yes. You all right?
Thank you for that tape. Get down to Low Town.
Well, we've done it double quick.
Hey. Mommy, Maria said wave and tell her hi.
Hi, daughter. Yes, sir, Angie too.
Okay. Myrna, Maria said, can you wave, please? This is for Uncle Owen. Yeah.
Well, you know Carnival is a year-to-year business. And we must have an anthem that we sing every year. So listen up. Welcome all you party freaks with all your same old party tricks. I know you'd always come again. have a reunion. I will see you all next year. Same place, same time, same fit, same band, same jam, same groove, same move, same food, same mood, same noise, same price. Next year, same time, everybody sing next year. Same place, same time, same fit, same band, same jam, same groove, same move, same food, same mood, same noise, same price. Next year, same time. Hi.
How you doing?
Can you see what you do?
Yeah, you see it. This is live.
Take some time and
No, it's okay. This is for family. This is just to have my uncle live on forever. Cause it's on the internet now, so that's how. Yeah, I'll send you a link so you can send this to any family members that missed it. That's why I'm doing this for. Cause his brother can't be here, so
used to be dread, but now bald head. Look, here comes the backbencher. Last year he was a minister. See you next year. Same place, same time, same friend, same band, same jam, same groove, same move, same food, same mood, same noise, same voice. Next year, same time. Everybody see you next year. Same place, same time, same friend, same band, same jam, same groove, same move, same food,
Hey,
same mood.
Maria
same
said,
noise,
Maria said,
same
tell her hi.
time.
Look, she said, look.
What's she say? I can't get back to my dad glasses. Read to me.
Tell Maria hi then. Yeah, she's watching it. She heard me talking to you. Look. Oh, you can't see it, but
Oh, is this texting?
yeah, it will pop up.
You have to pay. Mr. Chindy pensioner is here again with his teenager. He said the girl come from Cuba. She soon tell him off some money.
Yeah.
Next year, same place, same time, same
She said that's her favorite color.
What, them?
Yeah, her jacket.
Tell her he tried to tie me. I telepathed him
next year, same place, same time, same fit, same band, same jam, same groove, same move, same food, same mood, same noise, same voice. Next year, same time. Next year, same place, same time, same fit, same band, same jam, same groove, same move.
She's doing good. I think it's hitting him.
His heart is afraid.
Me too, but it hit me when I put that dirt on this thing. Still bothering me.
The rhythm now, hey, amen. Hey, amen. Hey, amen. 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 Everybody now. Hey, amen. Hey, amen. 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 But like you said, this little life of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Yeah. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. To show my love. One thing my pappy used to say, he said that even in my own song, I said, what, Dad? I'm gonna let it shine. Amen. Amen. What I feel. Amen. 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 Everybody together tonight. Amen. Tonight. Amen. Everybody say amen. 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 Amen.
Hey everyone. Can you? Oh yes. So the funeral home is gonna give us another 5 minutes before the crew comes and they begin to lower the casket. And so if you prefer not to stay here during that time, we have another 5 minutes. After that, the crew will come, and everybody else who would like to stay can stay. But those of you within 5 minutes is when the crew comes. Okay. All right. And thank you all for being here also. And thanks, both of you.